I used to believe that productivity is all about willpower and discipline, but it turns out that my surrounding matters more. Let me show you what I mean. Hi, I'm Catherine Lizardo. I'm a thriving ADHD mompreneur and lawyer. Let me show you my setup of my desk slash office. I say slash because most mompreneurs, our desk is our office. I used to have my desk inside my closet or even inside our bathroom because we work wherever we can. So that's why I say desk slash office. Now I am grateful that I actually have an office. So let me show you my setup of how I eliminate frictions that make it impossible for me before to actually get things done, the right things done fast. And just as a reminder, we were talking about my 3-step action formula that eliminate, execute, and simplify. This might be backwards because I'm recording on my phone, but just remember the 3-step action formula is eliminate, execute, and simplify. So we're starting with eliminate. Eliminate frictions from your desk. What is stopping you from actually being productive? So this is what I came up with my desk setup. First of all, I have this screen, big screen. But if you've watched my other videos, I don't have a big screen before. I didn't have a big screen before. I had 2 monitors. Having more than one monitor, having 2 or even 3 monitors, according to scientific research, actually increases your productivity. That's why I had 2 very old monitors. And as you can see right here, this is one of my old monitors. I have this as instead of a landscape mode, a portrait mode, because when I'm reviewing documents as a lawyer, I review a lot of documents, so I have them in vertical mode, so I can see right away what my documents are. So it really helps to be productive. And this is one of my old monitors. See, it's so old that I used to put um, like pillows at the back to make it straight and look up at me. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be Martha Stewart. You don't have to have this big monitor. The reason I have this big monitor is because I invested in it so that I can be more productive. But again, I started with very old monitors like this where I actually had pillow to put under here so it faces me. Okay. And the reason I just changed my monitor too is because my monitor literally died on me. It won't start anymore. That's how I was trying to use up the monitor's life. So that was one of my friction, is that I was trying to work on my laptop, but whenever I have to switch in between tabs or windows, it slows me down. And you're probably thinking, oh, Catherine, it's just like 3, 5 seconds. But if you add that up, that slows you down when you're a busy mompreneur who doesn't have that much time to actually spare. So every second counts. Also, I have my calendar right here on my laptop, so I know right away what I need to do. I have my checklist and my Google Calendar. I have another video about how I set up my Google Calendar as well to give you an idea how I eliminate frictions with my calendar and help me execute with ease and clarity. Another friction I had was that whenever I have to record like this, but recording on Loom or having Zoom or Google Meet, it takes me a while because I don't have my proper setup. And the proper setup to have those Zoom meetings, those Google Meets, is my mic and also my camera right here. So I have them now set up here, and all I have to do is turn them on. And then instantly I can just go and have a meeting or record something for my community. I reduce my friction by having them actually set up here. Before, I would have my mic somewhere else, and then I would have to put it here. So I try to find a place on my desk where I can actually put them and leave them there. Also, as you see right here, this is a fake background that I bought from Amazon. It is flat. When I used to show up for Law and Crime Trial Network live on TV as a legal analyst, this was my background. And it looked fine on live TV. So go ahead and get a background like this on Amazon. This is really big. And what I did was I just put, uh, see here, these push pins to make sure that that it doesn't fall off, and I just leave it up there. No one knows that it's a fake background until I tell them it's a fake background. So by having a background right away, I don't have to worry about, oh, is this where I should have my Google Meet or my Zoom meeting? It's there. So by having a background ready and my mic ready and my camera ready, I eliminated the friction of what could stop me from recording my videos and also having Google meetings. And I have my earphones here so that I can listen right away. And this is where I decided I can find my earphones and see it right away as opposed to trying to look for it. So I set up a place where it has worked for me to just leave it right there. Also, another thing that I had was a friction for me was my hands were hurting when I'm using my mouse, and so I got myself an ergonomically correct mouse right here, and then also I got a left-handed mouse, so it's like it goes like this, right? So I can use the left hand mouse and also use my right hand mouse so I can distribute the the work that I put on my wrist and not have carpal tunnel and have my shoulders start hurting. It was hard learning this left-handed mouse at the very beginning, but it was so worth it. So it takes a little bit time of getting used to it. Also, another friction that I have is time blindness. We are time blind as an ADHDer. So I have my clock here, my timer clock. I also have other timers all over the place, like this timer right here that I have, so that I consistently can visualize time. I like this timer because I can actually see the time passing, as you can see there with the red as the time is going away. Time blindness is just how our brain glitches, how we were biologically wired. So we need to have an external way to sense time, and that's why we need a lot of timers. And you can do other stuff too to sense time, such as having a light that dims or changes color at a particular time of the day, or having music playing saying that after two musics I'm done with what I'm doing, stuff like that. And then another friction for me was my desk. This is my standing desk. I Every time I would just be sitting down, I feel sluggish if I'm sitting down the whole time. So I bought this from Amazon as well. It's an electric desk that goes up and down. And then another friction I had was I did not have time to actually exercise. And so I bought myself this walking pad right here that, as you can see, oops, sorry about that. As you can see, I just insert that under my desk right here, and I can go ahead, and that's the setup. Let me go farther. That's the setup. I can go ahead and walk on there. There you go. Walk on there while I am working on my computer, so that I can do two things in one. And also, I realized that it actually helps me focus while I'm working. The dopamine, the serotonin, all of that are just getting pumped up as I'm getting pumped up while I'm walking as well. So that really helps me. I usually walk until This treadmill is actually auto turns off. I think it's after 2 hours. So the treadmill actually gives up on me, and it's very quiet. So I can have it while I'm working. It doesn't bother anyone. I can even have it while I'm zooming. Um, if you've zoomed with me, you might have seen me walking as well, just to keep me focused as well. So that's how I do it. And then when I want to go ahead and sit down, all I have to do is press a button and it automatically goes down so that it will be in a sitting position for me. And another thing I forgot to mention about recording my videos is that I also have my ring light right there, as you can see. I can just turn on my ring light here whenever I need to. So again, that's another friction that I took out for me, saying, "Oh, I don't have enough lighting." So I have the things that I need in my environment all set up so that I don't have that friction of having to look for them. Because if you have to look for them, that increases the chance of you being distracted on the way to, let's say you have your laptop or your camera or your ring light in another room. On your way to the other room, you might get distracted by something else and then not know what you're supposed to be focusing on and be productive. Also, I got this chair for my son, but I'm using this as well. This is a swervy chair. What I realized was when I'm sitting on it, I actually engage my core. And so, moms, as you know, after you give birth, the mummy belly is very hard to eliminate. So this is my way of trying to eliminate that. So you can get that too. And also, just to let you know, this setup that I have, I set this up for my son as well. I, Sometimes I give him this walking pad after I'm done with it, so that while he's homeschooling, he can go and walk and get some exercise. Another key thing to eliminating friction in your space is to have a whiteboard. I have this whiteboard with me so that I can brain dump. Brain dump whatever I need to put in here. I have my vision board for 2025. My son wrote, "I love you" to me, my 5-year-old, so that's really cute. So, whatever I need to brain dump, I brain dump right here on my whiteboard. Also, because we're time blind, I have this huge calendar with me for 2025. See, and it could be it could be vertical or it could be horizontal. It just depends on how you want it. I like it this way so that I can see the three different quarters: first quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Um, for the entire year, and I write stuff down on there of my goals. What's my goal for the month right here? And put birthdays here so I don't forget anyone's birthday. I also put my kids calendars there as well. So that's how I reduce my friction with my desk or office, is that I think about where do I need to do a particular task and what do I need to do to eliminate that friction? What is stopping me from being productive on my desk? And then I eliminate that. Also, here's another thing that I do. What's stopping me from being productive is the clutter, right? Right now, let's say these are the things that I'm using for my desk. And then at the end of the day, and I have a separate video about my evening routine, I just take this and take it to this plastic bin. This plastic bin, you don't have to be a Martha Stewart to have bins. Just wanted to let you know. This is just a plastic bin you can get at any store, at Target. I got this at Target. And the reason it's see-through is because out of sight is out of mind for us ADHDers. So I have that see-through so I can see right away what's in there. And then at the end of the day, I clean up my desk by literally swooping everything on my desk. That takes like 2 seconds and put it here, and then close that. There you go. Close that. And then I'm done cleaning my desk. That's it. So easy. I try again, eliminating the friction of making hard for myself. Also, I have a notepad. I carry notepad. I have a lot of notepads everywhere. So I have this notepad where I write my thoughts. Okay, what do I need to do? As an ADHDer, we must have an external second brain. This is my external brain. I write whatever I need to do because literally after like 20 minutes or even less, I forget, wait, what was I supposed to do? And then I look at this because I wrote what I was supposed to do. I brain dumped it here so that I don't forget. And I carry this everywhere with me. This is a small notebook. It's dirty because I carry it everywhere. And I put it in on the side of my purse. It's not inside my purse where I have to look for it. It's on the side of my purse. Again, it's a way for me to eliminate the friction of forgetting I had a notebook. If it's inside my bag, I'll forget I had a notebook to begin with. So if it's outside my bag and it's bright yellow, which is my brand color, yellow and green, I can go ahead and see this right away. Another thing that is a friction for me is I don't drink enough water during the day. As an ADHDer, when we hyper focus, we tend not to go to the bathroom, we tend not to eat, we tend not to drink. So I have my water and it actually has electrolyte in it so that when I drink, it's maximized as well. So, and also I have a coaster that I put here to remind me, hey, you're supposed to have your water right here. So when I see that, I'm like, okay, I need to get my water and then put my water bottle. I have my 2 pounder because when I am doing my treadmill, I am also trying to lift weights to tone myself. So when I'm watching videos like this video right here, I can just go ahead and tone my muscle as well. Again, reducing the friction of not being able to find my weights and just being able to do that here. Um, and then this is how I set up. It's very simple. I don't need to be a Martha Stewart again or like any organizer, color coded or anything like that. If that's your thing, that's fine. But for me, I always try to simplify things. If I have to make this prettier as opposed to functional, it would be a friction for me. Also, I have a lot of notes that lies around, like post-it, my ideas. As I told you, I have a lot of notepads everywhere. This is my brain dump location. Again, it's just a piece of plastic container that I found that works for me. And so it's right there. Again, if I have post-its that I have all over my desk, then I'll go ahead and take those and put it here. Very easy. I try to make it easy for me. So that's how I think about frictions. I think about what's stopping me from being productive just in general. And then I set up my environment, I set up my surroundings to maximize my productivity. So when I need to do something, I don't have to worry about all those frictions. And because I set my environment to eliminate those frictions the first time, I don't have to think about it again. Because once you eliminate the friction, or whatever is distracting you, whatever is stopping you from actually getting things done, the right things done fast, then you don't have to worry about the friction. It will be gone, it'll be out of there. It's permanent unless you add another friction to your environment. So, hope that helps, and let me know which of these you plan to implement in your desk. I'd love to know. I'll see you in my next video, and I appreciate you.